hello. Okay, I do hope you'll be able to hear me clearly. I want to say welcome. So, I have a quick one, and I'm not going to take a lot of time on this live stream because there are lots of things I'm trying to put in place. Okay, so people have been asking me lots of questions about, the educational system and the situation around people finishing school and not being able to get a job in Nigeria. So I said I was going to talk about this, and this might not be for everybody, especially those who are not from Nigeria. So specifically in this video, I'm addressing Nigerian friends and those who are graduating, those who are preparing to graduate, and those who are trying to find a job. So I'm just going to quickly talk about my own. Like by the time I got admission to the university, I was 24 or thereabouts. So by the time I'm graduating, I was almost 30. I attended a private university. That even make it faster for some people. They are not even, they spent like 6 years because of our strike and all that. So it was faster for me, and I was able to graduate at 29. And in the course of time, including the NYSC period, those who are in Nigeria will understand what I'm saying, the NYSC period and all that. So everything couples together, that makes it like 30 by the time I finished my youth service and all that. So immediately when I look at the situation, I feel like, okay, um, what's the next thing? According to the biology calendar and the world calendar. So I decided to go ahead and get married. So after marriage, I've always been into business. I've always been into, quite a number of things. I enjoy business because my mom is an entrepreneur. My grandma is an entrepreneur. So we are naturally entrepreneurs in my family. So I decided to start doing few things that I learned. I learned so many vocational skills, and I started using it to make money. And one of the things that I first did, because when I graduated and I realized that I couldn't get the ideal job that I want, my expectations was that since I attended a private university, I should be able to, get a good job that will compensate for the money that my parents spend in sending me to a private university. Unfortunately, it was not so. So at the end of the day, I was depressed, I was down, I was thinking, I was feeling bad for myself. Then one day, I think I've mentioned it before, one day my landlady called me and she said, look, don't stop pitying yourself, buckle up, put yourself together, and go and pursue your dream. She couldn't say it better than that, but I have to digest it and told myself, Tosin, you have lots of dream, you have a purpose, and you need to pursue it. So, for me, when I see something that is wrong, I want to stand in the space of, trying to correct it. Especially when I enter banks and I see how people are behaving, the questions I was always asking was, why are people behaving like this? Why can't we be normal and all that? So I went into I thought etiquette, is what people lack. But actually when I got to the United States, I realized that there is something called mental illness. There is something called, series of mental health issues that people are battling that they don't even tell you about, that make them act the way they act. So that time I put my life together and I started training, and I was able to get, lots of schools on board with me. They believe in the dream, and I started training, and I was making money from the training. So after some time, I went into etiquette training. I was able to intern with an HR firm, and after that, I registered my business through the help of my mentor, and everything was really going on. And then after that time, I moved to the United States. Now, here is the thing: is the Nigerian system of education designed to help or designed not to help? I'm going to tell you this, and I need you to really keep it to your left hand so that you won't eat with it. Okay? So, every system is carefully designed for one purpose. And the purpose is one of the purpose is actually to ensure that not everyone will be exposed to knowledge, because when people are exposed to knowledge, they are liberated. Now, going to school, that kind of knowledge is not the knowledge that brings liberation. That kind of knowledge you got from school is simply for you to get education, and then at the end of the day, you get employed. And when somebody employ you, they keep paying you, or the government employ you, they keep paying you. And when you retire, you go home, and then that's it. Now, the truth is this: have you seen the people who have retired, the way they are dying, the way they are suffering after serving the government for 35 years? They still come around with a placard saying we no go gree o, simply because all the focus and all the attention and all they taught us was that we should focus on what we can get from the government. What about what we can produce for the people? Because money is simply the ability to provide a service in exchange for money. So when you give a service that people call value, when you render a service, then you get money in return for the service. Why don't you think about what you can actually do? It's okay to go to school, because when you don't go to school, you will also be missing something. But it's not education that really brings, that money, if it's money you are looking for. Education is not 100% the way to bring that money. There is something called financial education. There are economics teachers who are not rich. There are economics professors who are not rich. So it's about, financial literacy. So if you're looking at having enough money, why do you want to have it? Is it to be able to help people in the society? Is it to be able to, acquire material things to oppress other people? Or you really want to acquire something to help other people? Because the universe also look at your intention about what you want to have and what you desire to have. So I would say that when you are pursuing the academics, when you are pursuing the career, what is it that you want that money for? What is it that you really want? So if you really want that money, then go learn financial literacy with your academic pursuit. And after that, you go ahead and work in your purpose. Because when you have all the money and you don't work in your purpose, it will be frustrating. And that's why you will wonder why some people are rich and then they still die miserable. They still die of depression. So that tells you that money is not enough. Academics is not enough. But your purpose is what keeps you going. Is what wakes you up every day. Is what makes you feel life is worth living for the next day, even in the face of all the challenges that you're going through. So I want to encourage you that um, even as you're pursuing your education, ensure that you invest in financial education. You invest in understanding your purpose and your reason for existence. And it's very simple. I have lots of book on that. I think I have a book on Amazon. I think you can read it for free there. It's called Purpose Clarity Workbook. Go and get the book, read, find out who you are. It's very simple. I mean, there are several ways by which you can know. What are those things that you like as a child? What are those things that when they wake you up to do it, you can really do it, and you can do it for free, even when you're not paid, even though it's important for you to get paid for it, actually. So, what are those things? How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? What do you want to become? Deep within you. You have to break that code, the code of the norm, the regular things that people want to do. You have to be able to break it. You won't be able to follow the crowd. You have to follow what is really within you. And you have to be yourself. If you can do those things, you will really be pursuing your purpose. And then at the end of the day, the education you get or the one you don't get will not matter. But your understanding of financial literacy and following your purpose will be very, very important. That's all I have for you today. So I come your way again next week with series of topics. I have a lot to teach, I tell you. I have a whole course on profit with purpose, but I've not had the time to sit down because I'm also in school, and I have lots of commitments, family commitments. But then I'm committed to supporting you even one on one. So you can text me. I usually put my phone number out there. You can text me. You can ask me questions. You can send me an email, and I'll be more than willing to answer you. You can also join me on YouTube. You can also on Instagram. You can also become a family on our channel, Family Builders. Just be part of the movement, because all we're doing is all in one. Like, we want the family to be okay. We want individual to be okay. I want people to pursue their purpose and be fulfilled in life. So till I come your way again, keep becoming a better you, like I keep saying, because things actually work when we work it. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.